Well, tonight we start with a look at body cam video from a Little Rock police officer who shot and killed a dog in the Heights neighborhood on Sunday.
Yeah, according to police, it all started when staff at the Hill Station restaurant called to report a drunk and aggressive customer, identified as Thomas Schmidt. He eventually left the restaurant and went home, where he called the police himself, apparently to clear his name.
Now, we're going to show you a portion of the video, responding officer's body cam video, of what happened when he approached the home to speak with Schmidt, who came outside with his dog. We will not show the exact moment of the shooting, but you will hear the audio. And a warning, it could be hard for some to listen to.
We also want to note the Little Rock Police Department edited this video before giving it to us, and they blur out the image of the dog after the shooting.
He's fine. He's fine.
Get the dog, bro. Get the dog. No! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I just saw the supervisor. I just shot a dog at him.
No!
Why did you get your dog? You just said he's fine. He's charging at me.
Dude, no!
Now, in the aftermath, the officer arrested Schmidt, and he pleaded not guilty to 3 charges, including terroristic threatening. If you would like to watch the unedited body camera footage, we have it online in full as we got it from the LRPD. It's on our THV11 YouTube page.
Meanwhile, the Arkansas Department of Health now reporting 36 confirmed cases in the state, part of the nationwide Cyclosporiasis outbreak.
Yeah, some of these cases are being linked to ingredients served at Taco Bell and other restaurants. And THV11's Tamer Knight explains what you should know as the scope of the outbreak remains in doubt and what retailers are doing to keep produce safe.
The number of Cyclosporiasis cases in Arkansas continues to grow. The Arkansas Department of Health says 36 people statewide have now tested positive for the parasite as investigators work with federal health officials to trace the source of the parasite.
As of Monday, we were reporting 36 cases in the state. After further investigation, we have been able to identify that we are associated with the ongoing multi-state investigation with cyclosporiasis associated with the Taco Bell product.
Dr. Austin Porter says it's important not to blame Taco Bell. Health officials continue interviewing patients, working to determine what they ate in the weeks before they became sick.
Trying to get people to recall foods that they may have eaten over the past 2 weeks can be very difficult. And so that's one reason why, even across the nation, it's been difficult to identify the specific food item that's associated with this ongoing outbreak.
Because symptoms can take up to 2 weeks to appear, Porter says the outbreak could continue for several more weeks, even if contaminated food has already been removed from shelves or menus. While federal investigators continue examining produce linked to the outbreak, Arkansas retailers say the impact here has been limited.
We were blessed in Arkansas that we did not have any of those issues in the retail chain that affected Arkansas.
Steve Good with Arkansas Retail Association says most produce sold in Arkansas grocery stores goes through multiple inspections before reaching customers who still play an important role in preventing illness.
But we, do ask our consumers that buy our produce from our member stores to, take it home, make sure you clean it thoroughly. Cook it well if it's an item that needs to be cooked. And, hopefully we won't have any issues at all in Arkansas.
And Little Rock, Tamer Knight, THV 11 News.
Because of the outbreak, some fast food restaurants, including Taco Bell, say they're seeing fewer customers. They were originally linked to the tainted lettuce, and to win back, customers are offering lettuce-free deals on some of their items.
Yeah, and others like Subway, Chipotle, and Panera Bread say they've also seen a drop in customers since this outbreak began.
Yesterday's high, 102 was the number at Little Rock. Today's high, 92. And it's a sharp difference across the natural state when you take a look at the current temperature with the heat index. From northeast Arkansas to southwest Arkansas, temperatures range from the low 80s in Jonesboro, but still quite toasty and actually brutally hot in Texarkana, where it feels like 107. Dew points, very comfortable. Russellville, dew points are into the upper 50s. Same story in Hot Springs. but still dealing with the tropical air in the purple zone into south and southeast Arkansas. Tonight, mostly clear to partly cloudy. Small chance there could be a few showers that sneak their way across Mississippi into southeast Arkansas. Tomorrow, more of the same. Lots of sunshine out there, lower humidity, and also temperatures will be where they should be for this time of year. Upper 80s to low 90s across the board. Still 96 in Texarkana, but low to mid 80s, North Arkansas and also Northeast Arkansas. So your heat index forecast, still 110 will be the number in Texarkana, but the heat indices will stay into the 80s in North and Northeast Arkansas. Soak this up, take advantage of it, because we're talking about another heat wave on the horizon. I'll let you know when it arrives and how bad it could get coming up.
Well, as we look forward to that and take advantage of the cooler weather we have right now, it's a very important reminder. It's still hot out there. Make sure everyone has a place to stay cool. The city of Little Rock is keeping their cooling centers open. The hours and locations, you can find them on our website, thv11.com. Now, the conversation of heat safety taking on new urgency down in Rison after a high school football player suffered a medical emergency during practice yesterday. School leaders say the team followed emergency protocols, and as THV11's Maya Ellison shows us, they're now reinforcing the safety steps designed to protect athletes.
Summer practices mean players are preparing for the season ahead, but coaches say they're also focused on another lesson, one they believe starts at home.
I always tell our parents this: if you're counting on us to hydrate them when we get here, it's too late. We can keep them hydrated, but they've got to hydrate those other 22 hours when they're not with us.
Rison High School head football coach and athletic director Chris Vereen says that's just one of many steps athletes must take to stay safe.
Every 2 years, CPR, the heat illness training, concussion training, cardiac arrest awareness, and dehydration.
He says that training was put to the test Tuesday when a player suffered a medical emergency during practice.
We weren't in the afternoon practicing. We followed protocol, and you go through your steps, whether it be, is he conscious? Is he breathing? Does he have a heartbeat?
Coach Vereen declined to discuss the incident in detail, but says he received positive reports about the player's condition Wednesday. Chief Deputy Rogers with the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office confirmed the player was airlifted to Arkansas Children's Hospital. I reached out to ACH, but have not received a response.
We did have an incident, and all the trainings that they had from the Arkansas Activities Association, from our local providers, the different trainings that we have on how to handle situation, it kicked in.
Superintendent Davey King says Tuesday's incident has only reinforced the importance of following those safety protocols.
All of our sports have communicated with our athletic director and taken the right protocols, reminding them of the wet bulb, the temperatures that the Arkansas Activity Association puts out, those guidelines.
Coach Vereen says prevention starts with hydration, following safety guidelines and recognizing the warning signs of heat illness before they become an emergency.
When they quit sweating, that's a big sign. Dizziness, that's a big sign. Confusion, that's a big sign. So something we do take very serious, and we stay on top of.
In Rison, Maya Ellison, THV11 News.
Maya, thank you. And they're going to get help staying on top of it. The superintendent says the district will have additional medical personnel and athletic trainers on site during outdoor practices, all to help keep student athletes safe. And we will continue to update you on that player's condition as we learn more.
Attorney General Tim Griffin says drug makers are putting profits ahead of patients, and earlier today announced that he's taking them to court for it. The AG saying the companies violated Arkansas Act 1103, which was passed in 2021 and aims to protect access to lower cost medications. He claims they use restrictions that blocked access to 340B drug discounts, the program that helps hospitals and clinics stretch their budget.
Normally, when there's a law that people don't like, they still comply with it. We see it all the time. Did they do that? No. They didn't even seek a preliminary injunction. They just said, we don't like it, we're not complying with it. That in and of itself tells you a lot.
Now, there are 13 companies listed in the lawsuit, which is seeking penalties in order to stop the restrictions.
Well, when you buy an extended car warranty, you expect it to help you when your vehicle breaks down. But one Arkansas man says when he needed it the most, He got excuses instead of repairs.
Yeah, tonight at 10, THV 11 investigates Tanya Modozitsky, looks into complaints surrounding a national warranty company. But still to come here at 6, restaurant workers rallying behind one of their own. An update to their efforts to reunite Willard with his stolen bike.
It feels pretty good out there right now, but it's not going to last. Look what happens with this model forecast with the heat index as we go into the weekend and early next week. We could see heat index values once again well above 110. I'll have a complete look at your 7-day forecast and if there's any chance of a shower thunderstorm coming up.
Plus, Moses Moody still living up to his big man on the block image here in his hometown. We got the details on what he gave away today when we return.